Hey y'all, coming to you from the ScottieDTV You Can't Cancel Cool Road Tour 2020. And today we're at Ricky Bobby's in Manchester, Tennessee. He's got a hot rod he just finished up I know y'all are gonna like. Let me get the camera turned around, we'll take a quick look at it. Ricky Bobby, where you been, brother?
I just been working on a couple old hot rods. What about you?
Man, you know, shooting them old hot rods. But man, I tell you, I get asked all the time, Ricky Bobby, where's Ricky Bobby? Hey, Scotty D, you see Ricky Bobby's last build? I'm like, you know, we're boys and all, but no, I haven't seen him in a year and a half, 2 years. And this one, just by happenstance, you happened to text me and ask him where I was at. And we set up this video. Tell me a little bit about this one.
It's a little 30 model Ford. It's like all the rest of mine, but it's totally different because it's got a flathead, little Arden with a blower on it. H&H built the motor.
So that's a what year flathead?
I think it's a 49 or 50.
So it's like an old vintage motor.
Oh
but
yeah,
man, it looks like it's some kind of super duper race motor now.
Oh, it runs like one.
Those heads, are they Hemi heads?
They're Ardens, and they were created in the 50s. I don't know the whole history of them, but I know one thing: they really make a flathead really run. Right. They'll wake one up for sure. But and they look crazy. Everybody thinks it's a Hemi. Right. You know, when they walk up, they just instantly think it's a Hemi.
Anytime you see spark plugs through the top of the valve.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Is that supercharged, or is it old school, or is it something?
It is. It's a Scott's blower, Italian blower. That wakes one up too.
And are you running what, two barrels on it?
It has two 97s on it from England.
What, in the United States didn't make no parts for this thing? What are we doing? Ricky Bobby's going overseas to get his motor parts. What's up with that?
Well, I just stuck the motor in it and made the headers and done a few of those things. I let Mike out there do it. He's the professional, you know.
Gotcha. It's got your frame rails in it.
Yeah, we built some arch frame rails for this one, a little different than all the rest of them. And it's got some Johnson bones on it. Jesse Greenan made the wheels. It's got
those hubcaps for, those are aluminum then, if he made them. Those are aluminum, not steel, correct?
They are billet and they're painted, yeah. And we tried to make them look like kind of like a Defco truck wheel and a 36 Ford wheel kind of smashed together, and you know.
Were those the hubcaps in the middle, was that something that you were able to, do you have to custom make those, or was that something you were able to get somewhere?
Jesse made the wheels and the hubcaps. He made it all work, you know.
Holy smokes.
Yeah, they're fantastic.
Yeah, I didn't want to know what that cost, so let's move on to something else. What about chopping? You did some of that, right?
Oh yeah, we chopped it. We chopped it 9 inches in the front, 8 in the back, shortened it a little bit. The whole back section of the car has been shortened a little bit. We flushed the doors, added a 32 cal to it, put a few dimples in the visor like normal, and built a cool little back bumper and with some hose in it, and did a little bead line around the whole car, tied it in kinda.
Well, the bead line goes like down the belt line and then over the windows too, right?
Well, it comes around the bottom of the car. The one that we did add one back there by the top of the roof of the car, but we also come around the back by the bumper, okay, and kind of finished it out across the back of the car that they don't normally have.
Right. What are them taillights out of?
A 37 Ford.
And then what's that back window? You had to make that so it looks.
Well, we chopped it down pretty good. Some people like to have them. Some people like to have them big. I prefer for them to look like a mail slot, so that way you know it got chopped.
Right.
They are nice to have big, so that you know when you're driving it, it's easier to see out of. But I just like that look.
Yeah, no, it's all about cool. It's not exactly about function. And when it comes to this, what color is it?
It's called blue grape. It's some kind of paint from the UK. I've never used it before. Right. Customer supplied it. Done pretty good. I like it.
Well, it sure shades different. In the shade, it's a blue, and it's in the sun, and it goes purple. Yep. But as you walk around it, then you see it kind of flopping, working from one end to the other on that spectrum.
I think it has a red pearl in it, and it really makes it look purple, blue, whatever. And everyone sees it different. Right. You know, I went in the gas station, somebody said, "Whose blue car is that?" And then you go in the next one, and they might say, "Look at that purple car." Right. You know.
What about the interior?
Speed Design did that in Jolton, Tennessee. Did a fantastic job. Looks awesome. Very proud of that.
Is it on air? Is that where it rides at?
It has Fox coilovers in the back, Fox shocks in the front. It's just like it is. It's status job. Yep.
Yeah. And then what size are those tires?
It has 20s in the rear and 18s in the front.
Okay. No, that's a cool car. Anything else you need to tell me about it? What about the grill? Don't you usually do something with the grill?
The grill on this one, I kind of just kept it real simple.
Yeah.
We made a neat little shroud to go on it, and another thing on the top of the motor. I'll get back to the motor here. We
Sure.
put some Crafty Bee breathers up on the top. He always helps me out on the gas lids and breathers, and just puts a little cool touch to it, you know.
And they actually sit over the roof.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they do.
No, what a great stance. Now, like I said, you know the frame rails. When you see the holes in the frame rails, there's a good chance it's one of your builds. But you always get the stance right, and people always ask me about how these things are to ride in them, and they're probably uncomfortable. And you know, we were just talking as we were riding in it. They're awesome to ride in. They're a little tough to get in and out of for an old man like me. But
yeah.
Riding down the road, I've ridden in cars that you would think we should ride a lot better that don't ride like one of these.
Oh yeah, they ride good. They're 4-bar coilovered. And how tall are you?
6 foot.
6 foot?
Yeah.
And you fit in that thing pretty good. Everybody
great.
assumes that a midget or something was driving.
No,
you know.
No, well, and that's not the issue. The issue is that once it sits 5 inches off the ground.
Yeah.
Right. So that's the only issue. But no, once you're in it, there's all kinds of room.
Oh yeah.
You know. And then you said the seats are a little bit thicker and the headliner's a little bit
yeah,
lower.
we got
in this one, too.
we did a little bit of a thicker seat for some better comfort, and this time trying some new stuff, and man, it turned out good though. We like it.
Yeah, no, it did. It really turned out good. And where's this one going to?
Oh, this one's going to Toronto, Canada. It's got to leave actually either tonight or first thing in the morning.
So you're now an international builder, right?
I don't know about
Have
that.
you sent one anywhere outside the United States?
Sent a few to, let's see, I sent one to Switzerland, Canada. I can't think. There's a few states out there I hadn't sent them to, but mostly every state.
Okay. What's going on up underneath this thing?
Well, it's real simple. It's 4-barred, coilovered. I like to run coilovers to keep them real clean, no airbags. A lot of people's always assuming to get this low you have to have airbags, or they like airbags, you know. A lot of people like them. They're not my favorite because they're just not clean, you know.
Right. You don't use airbags a lot, do you?
Never, if I can keep from it.
Right. But yet it's static, and then it still goes down the road, as you can see in the ride-along video we did. It goes down the road 80 miles an hour. You don't have to watch out for anything.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, you can't hit a big, lake-sized pothole.
You wouldn't want to take it to Detroit. You know?
No. Or out pheasant hunting or something, right? But under normal circumstances, southern roads, these things go down the roads just fine. And you can see there's no scrapes. How many miles do you think you got on this thing?
I got about 400 on it right now, I think.
Oh, still looking good. And then, like I said, and I don't want this to be taken wrong, but a lot of times you don't finish one to this level up underneath here. This thing's been cut and buffed and everything, right?
Yeah. It's I wanted this one to be a little, a step above what I normally do.
Right on.
It's not perfect, but it's a good old driver.
No, again, very cool car. And I know everybody's going to want to know, what do you got coming next? And will it be 2 years before we see you again?
I hope not. We had a few cars there that we done that was kind of just the drivers, and we, not nothing that somebody wanted to take out and, just show on the circuit or anything. They just wanted to just have fun in it, We like doing those cars. We love doing fun cars. We love doing cars like this. We like doing them all,
Right.
Heck, my favorite one's the next one, always.
Right on.
I love them all.
That's what I tell people when they ask me about my favorite.
Yeah.
I'm always like, I haven't found it. It's the next one,
Yeah,
because
you're
you
always
got to
looking.
keep going, right? And you got a cool name for it?
This one's called the Canadian A. I kept it real simple.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No. Awesome car, brother. Again, Ricky Bobby build. You gotta love that.
So there you go from Ricky Bobby, a 1930 Ford Model A, the Canadian A. You know you can't cancel cool. Hope y'all have enjoyed it. See ya!
Hey y'all, make sure you subscribe to this channel and visit ScottieDTV.com for an easy way to search the hundreds of videos I have posted. Either click the link in the description or the one at the end of this video.